This day, the Father has shown to you that my favor in your life is more than just a temporary improvement. The foundation and underpinning of everything that your life represents is the redemption that I paid the price for 2,000 years ago. From a state of collapse to one of breakthrough, I am bringing you. Rather than focusing on impoverishment, heartbreak, and rejection, your life should be centered on cultivating blessings and favors. Prepare yourselves for the morning that comes with my might. You should be aware that I am alongside you in anything that you choose to do. The Father declares that a new day has begun. Due to the fact that I am the Lord of time and chance, this moment presents itself to you. You can even count on me to make your errors more successful. It is not about getting it right that success and blessings are achieved. It is because I chose you before the foundation of the world that I have bestowed upon you my blessing. I have chosen you so that I may demonstrate my unmerited favor in your situation beyond any other conceivable expectation. Therefore, allow yourself to be calm within yourself and listen to the hoofbeats of your blessing caravan as it approaches it. All of the wonderful things that are essential for life and godliness are being brought to you by the camels of provision. I am going to, and I am putting you in place. Certainly, I will, and I am currently demonstrating my unreserved favor. Come to me with all of your heart, submitting to me totally. Let go of the grave clothes that are comprised of a lack of belief and misery. The time for celebrations has arrived. During this hour, the best of heaven will be divided into your life in order to reconstruct and reconstitute the blessings of Calvary that are yours because of the blood that was bought with the correct price. In my eyes, you are a valuable treasure, my dear. I belong to you, and you belong to me. Coming to me with anticipation and the knowledge that you will never be let down by me is the best way to approach me. Today, the Father has revealed to you that you are the receiver of my beneficence. What is influencing your life and getting you ready for the wonderful things that I have in store for you is the beautiful compassion that I have shown you. There is no need for you to make preparations for a misfortune or a decline because that is not your part of the situation. It was in a powerful city that was encircled by my favor and safeguarded by my right hand that I have demonstrated my generosity to you. This is the moment when I will demonstrate my generosity to you in your life. This is the time of year when my mercy and comfort will protect you on both the right hand and the left hand to protect you. The Father says, I see your desires right now. I have made your heart yearn and ache for what I have promised to give you and bring into your life before the earth was ever created. I have caused your heart to desire and ache for such things. Allow the kindness that I have for you to permeate you and spread out to others through you. I will increase the opening through which my favor will pour down upon you by virtue of the goodwill that I have in your heart toward other people. Make it possible for my kindness to begin within you and then spread to those who are in your immediate vicinity. Those individuals that are unlovely, nasty, and contemptuous of you should be included. It is important to show love and consideration even to those who do not deserve it. When you do this, a well of my spirit that gives life will spring up within you, and it will bring you a great blessing, benefit, and favor in your own life and circumstances. In today's message, the Father encourages you to replace your disappointment with joy. When you are enthralled by my love and ensnared by my favor, then you will discover that there is no need for you to feel hopeless. Beloved, there is no room in your life for hopelessness or despondency. Take control of your feelings. Your feelings are a direct result of the things that you focus your attention on. Make me the object of your adoration. Your affections should be focused on your position sat at my right hand now. Instead of having an issue, you have a procedure to deal with it. You are in possession of a procedure that will result in domination, victory, and a favorable outcome. It is your share of the food. When compared to those who do not walk with me in this life, this is the difference that comes about in the lives of those who do walk with me. The righteous suffer from a variety of afflictions, but because of who I am in your life, I will put your foot on the neck of every adversary with whom you come into contact. The deliverance that you seek is for you. There exists a chance to triumph over this obstacle. Concentrate on that. The emotional makeup of your response should not be based on where you have been, but rather on where I am heading you. The fact that you are in me causes everything in your life to have a tendency to improve, become more blessed, and progress. It is not something that I need to make a decision about because it is not something that is very noteworthy in your eyes. My assurances are a resounding yes and amen to you. Yes, I will assist you with that. And yes, I will put you over in that circumstance. Are the default responses that I give to every issue that you present to me. Beloved, during each and every event and condition, I will face you with my yes and my yes and my yes. All that is required of you is to determine whether or not you are willing to accept a yes as an answer. In this day and age, the Father says, "Let my love constrain you." You should make it your commitment to look into the law of liberty and the law of love and to be changed when other people bring shame upon themselves via words of harshness and actions of selfishness. This day, the Father urges, do not remain unchanged. Allow yourself to be transformed into my image, and watch as everything in creation aligns itself to your benefits and blessings. Give my image permission to mold and reconstruct you until the sullied appearance of sin that you once possessed is fully eradicated. According to the Father, you possess the eyes of your Father. My eyes are the ones that see, and my heart is the one that feels. Because it is your responsibility to represent my grandeur, you must bring your mind and your soul into alignment with that experience. For those who are searching for a single act of kindness from your hand to give them hope for another day, my heart goes out to those who are lost and searching for it. On this day, go forth and be the embodiment of love. Instead of portraying a skewed image of religious intolerance and hatred, I hope that you will personify love and reflect my actual character. You are the one I call my love and my beloved. Experience the transformation that I have promised you by going out into the world and being the beloved. The Father has spoken to me today, saying, in the midst of your suffering, I hear your cry. I want you to express your dissatisfaction to me whenever you feel overwhelmed, my beloved. There is a distinction to be made between muttering and communicating openly in front of my throne. I am familiar with your emotions. The responsibility of bringing my will back to me through prayer is yours. If you are going through situations that do not fall within the criteria of life and life more abundantly, then you should make your complaint known in my courts. Specifically, this is the way in which the treasures of heaven are designated for your life. My will is known to you. Through the act of praying, you transmit my will to me, and as a result, my will is carried out in your life. Through the power of prayer and faith, the angels in heaven are standing by, ready to request answers to any questions or concerns you may have. The teachings of men that hold me responsible for the genesis of pain, grief, despair, or devastation in your life shall never be accepted by you, dear. These doctrines are tainted with lies and contamination. That which was taken away from your life by the cross and the sacrifice that was made at Calvary will never be returned to you. I will never do that. Both what you have been taught and what you have heard do not align with this belief. In spite of the fact that the councils of the uneducated are smearing my fidelity with their dead theology and lifeless ideas, you should make it a point to be a person who pleases the Father and choose to put your faith in my word and in my promise. In you, my word is a living thing. You are going to be shocked by my word. My word is the blazing sword that is also a live blade, and it is severing every bond and every chain that the adversary has dared to bring around you. According to what the Father has revealed to me today, I am seated between the cherubim and I lift heaven and earth in your favor. My beloved, there is no limit to the lengths that I will not go to in order to rescue you from a multitude of seas, to establish your sitting down, and to ensure that you are going out. Do not be afraid of what a man can do to you. When males threaten you and yell out their aggression toward you, you should not be surprised by their actions. Their ridicule will be directed toward me. I will put an end to the deception that the adversary is spreading because I am the answer to the challenge that the adversary is attempting to bring into your life. I am currently bringing the gavel down in your favor, and there is power in the judgments that I have provided. I will bring about justice and fairness in your situation. I will establish equity in your circumstances. Have faith that I will look out for your best interests. All of the prophets and wise men who have lived throughout history have looked upon the planet and realized that in the final report, it is my desire that is carried out and my purpose that is brought to fruition. You are included in this. In this context, your situation is included. You should put your faith and reliance in me since I am the one who is deciding your case in the earth, and you will emerge victorious. According to what the Father has revealed to me today, even though you may be surrounded by clouds and darkness, I am ultimately the one in command. Your life is not under the control of the adversary. What happens next in your life will not be determined by those who perceive you differently than I do. I will be the one to make that decision. You should not be afraid of people whose choices appear to dictate the conditions you are in. As your provisioning, I am here. I am your safety assurance. If every single person on the planet were to oppose you, I would still be able to keep you at peace. With a wall of fire around you and a cloud of glory in the center of you, I am your protector. Acquire the ability to relax and refrain from allowing other people or circumstances to dictate your state of mind. Get used to laughing, my lover. In times when your body is tempted to cry and feel sorry for itself, laugh instead. Rejoice, for it is said that, he who sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. You are not looking outside on your situation from the seated in Christ perspective if you are not laughing. If you are not laughing, then you gaze outward. Go to a higher level. Move forward with your upgrading. Currently, we are in a period of promotion and upgrading. You are growing and I am bringing into your life every benefit and every good thing, along with the persecutions that you are experiencing. Persecutions are going to occur. The lives of those who are unaware of my favor will be filled with the blazing fire of jealousy. Pay no attention to them. It is important to keep in mind that you will be the only one who remains standing after everyone else has failed and fled, because I am your Lord and King. Your music is a weapon of war, according to what the Father has told you today. Create a very happy sound. Dearly beloved, I am the rock upon which your salvation is built. In the same way that I was the rock that accompanied the people as they traveled through the wilderness, I am the rock that stays with you through every condition that life throws at you. Once Moses and the children of Israel expressed their desire to quench their thirst, they sung to the rock, and the rock responded by making abundant rivers of refreshing water available to them. There is a wealth of resources beneath your feet. Now, there is no longer any need to wait for resources from some distant, pagan concept of my blessing. I am a God who puts his hands and feet as close to you as possible. You should make your voice heard. It is time for your land to be filled with joy as the sound of my revitalizing approach draws near. The Father indicates that there is a sound that indicates an abundance of rain. Even though you have been waiting for a very long time, your deliverance is finally on its way. The time for your blessing is drawing near. It is important to reject the lifelessness of the circumstance as well as the authoritarianism of the familiar. I am the one who brings life out of death, and I am the one who brings pleasure and fresh expectations out of sadness and hopelessness. That is, what are your anticipations? I am only getting started with what I am doing in your life, and that is just the beginning. I will not withhold anything from you, my beloved. I am not unable to act on your behalf since my hand is not constrained. The tainted theologies of victimization and haplessness should be thrown out. However, you are not a victim. I did not want for you to experience a decline but rather an improvement. At this moment, those individuals who are reaching forward by their faith in order to make their lives available to the hand of my discipling are experiencing an upgrade on the world. There is a statement made by the Father today that retribution is mine. Over the course of your life, there are people who have let you down and caused you pain. You should leave them to me. It is okay. Let go of it. Continue on with your life. Rehearsing such sad and bitter events numerous times is a waste of time because there is nothing to be gained from doing so. You need to make a decision about whether you are going to allow the past to mold you, or whether you are going to embrace the future that I have planned for you. This day, give your soul a chance to be restored. Put an end to those emotions that are tainted with pollution. Let go of it. Have faith in me. On this day, you will receive your healing. I am able to take responsibility for the injustices that have occurred in the past. Should you choose to place your trust in me, I will repair, heal, and restore your situation. It is I, the God, who removes every tear from your eyes. When it comes to the contamination caused by the sour remnants of the past, I am the answer. Break free from the crushing weight of the awful disappointment that you are experiencing. You should make a decision that you will no longer long for something that you could no longer have. Welcome what I have in store for you today in the here and now. Dearly loved one, are you prepared for the present moment? The past is a figment of things that have passed away. I am the one who holds the future. This very moment is the day and the hour that you will be saved. Allow yourself to be cleansed. Stop the traumatic memories of things that have happened in the past. I am bringing you into your area of blessing in a fresh and invigorating manner. The time has come for you. It is at this very moment that you make the decision to improve yourself and to get wellness in your heart and spirit, even on this very day. In today's message, the Father declares, I am working myself into perfection within you. I am both the beginning and the conclusion of your existence. A physical manifestation of the whole of the Godhead resides inside you, establishing a connection between you and who I am and illuminating the work that I am doing in your life. It is the Father who says, receive my greatness. Within me, neither a shadow of turning nor a variableness can be imagined. Your head and heart should be open to everything that I am revealing about myself to you at this very moment. Keep your heart open. The resources of heaven are filling and flooding every element of your life today and every day coming forward. My worth and my majesty are the resources that fulfill and flood your life. Beloved, this is what the fullness of Him that filleth all in all looks like in its entirety. Therefore, come with a heart that is completely surrendered to who I am and what I am doing in your presence today. The answer is yes. Give my spirit your yes and amen response. You are in my presence, and I am pondering the depths of your soul while I hover over you. Let there be is the phrase that I am uttering, and you will witness the creation as well as the reconstruction of your happiness and blessing. At that moment, you will be able to grasp the very essence of what it is that you have been longing for. You will rise to the same level that you bow. In the event that you give up control of the ending, the conclusion that I have in mind for you will be safe. Oh, my lover, this is the way that leads to glory. The end of this process will deposit you in the manifest reality of being seated, acknowledged, and anchored at my right hand. This is the process. Today, the Father tells you that I have called you to a life that is apart from others. Between the realm of darkness and the realm of light, there is a boundary that serves as a delineation. You are now in the native habitat of my glory, having been transported from the world that has been corrupted. Not only in the life that you are living right now, but also in the life that you will live in the future, my glory will be your portion and your strength. Despite the fact that you are a member of the society of men, you do not belong to the society of men. I am the bearer of your inheritance. Your faith is placed in me. That you are a child of light and not a child of darkness is due to the fact that you are a part of me and that I am a part of you. Maintain a distance from any and all influences that could potentially contaminate you. Be conscious of the fact that there is no connection between light and darkness. You have been given the responsibility of bringing light to people who are in darkness, yet, you cannot share in their state of ignorance or be one with those who are unaware of the fact that I am present inside you. I adore them. Be a witness for them. It is your responsibility to proclaim the gospel to them, but you must keep your bounds and borders in me. This is the time to ascend to a higher level, says the Father. You have reached a point of maturity where you are able to think and act in a manner that became acceptable in the days that have passed. Putting aside things that are juvenile will result in a significant increase in the amount of power and grace that you have in your life. It is possible for you to have more of my spirit in your life because you have asked for it, and it is available to you as long as you create place for me in your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings. When you walk into the elevated atmosphere of a higher splendor, the concessions and allowances that you received the day before are now no longer applicable. Instead of making the exchange of earthly trivialities, which is a cheapening of the exchange, refuse to make the exchange of the weight, even the kabod weight of my glory. Get your body moving. Invigorate oneself. Awaken to the correctness of law. Adapt and take on the mentality, the mind that is already present within you, which is the mind that I walked in when I was on earth. By acting in this manner, you will enter a new and more profound reality of who I am in your life, and you will be able to enjoy the benefits of your obedience. Today, the Father has revealed to you that there is a hidden location that is open to you at this very moment. Under the protection of my wings, there is a hidden location where I conceal you. In me, there is a place where you can make your home and remain there without interruption. The secret location is a cherished and elevated location. This is not something that can be found in the lowest of places, with all of the people who dwell on the bad and feast on it. In the hidden location, there is no room for doubt or doubtful thinking. Those individuals who take pleasure in being pessimistic and sarcastic are not permitted to enter the hidden location. Let all of these pollutions leave because the secret place is a place of innocence, simplicity, and confidence in who I am in your life that is reminiscent of a child's trust in me. Discover the hidden location where the arrow that flies during the day or the pestilence that walks during the night will not be able to find you when you are experiencing pressure and being forced to flee by circumstances. You will find a spot here alongside me that I have prepared for you. You will find me, and you will enter into this area of supply and shelter, when you seek me with all of your heart. I will be found by you. Put an end to the diversions that are caused by the circumstances and the scenario. When you seek refuge in my pavilion, which is surrounded by the shadow of my all-encompassing presence in your life, the things that are demanding your attention will change and yield to my hand. For the purpose of walking through life while clothed in my presence, you were created. As a consequence of being robbed of my glory, there is a nakedness that exists in man. I made you so that you would carry my glory within you and so that you could wear my glory as a shield and an armament against any and all attack from the adversary. Bring yourself to the hidden location, and allow yourself to be encircled by my pinions on this day. As of today, the Father has informed me that it is time to clean the house. The time has come to scour your life in order to get rid of those things that are not productive and are only holding you back. In no way have I summoned you to the everyday or the commonplace. You are destined to fulfill a purpose that was deliberated upon long before the world was even created. Life and life circumstances have combined to litter your path with every form of distraction. It is time to take inventory of the old thought patterns and habits that no longer suit where I am heading you. Make the determined resolution to set aside the weights, and yes, even the sin that would afflict and obstruct you. Let your eye not spare any cost in setting your heart to follow me no matter what. Make it your determination this day to realize that I have cast up every impediment and set you on the fast track to a full manifestation of my favor. There is no need to wait any longer. The enlargement of step you have asked for will come as you commit yourself in full stride to what I promised I would make happen for you. No more half measures. No more tentative steps. Be bold. Be obedient. Refuse to bow to unbelief or give in to fear. It is your portion to step out in your day and know what it is to see everything you say and do became as effective as if I said it or did it. The price has been paid. The way is clear. Step forward and claim the fullness of my favor in your life. The Father says today, attune your spirit to my spirit this day. As I draw near to you, there will be a manifestation of my presence as you go about your day. You will hear my voice, for I will direct and guide you. I will be the voice speaking over your shoulder saying, "This is the way, walk ye in it." I will never leave you without guidance. I am the internal guidance system installed in your heart to take you through every obstacle and barrier that the enemy would throw up against you. As I walked through the walls to find those that cowered in fear, even so you will see doors where others only see impediment and obstruction. I know the way through the wilderness, says the Father. All you have to do is follow. I have prepared a highway of holiness constructed by my hand, that the wayfaring man, though a fool, shall not err therein. I have not called you to be crafty or shrewd. It is not by your own cunning that you will evade the tactics of hell ranged against you. Your wisdom is in me. I am your wisdom, and because I live in you and move in you, the end result is assured. You are coming through. You will walk in divine, Holy Ghost timing. Others may fall behind or fall short, but you will always be in the right place at the right time. So never question or wonder, am I doing the right thing? Just listen to my voice and respond with prompt obedience, and the outcome is assured. The Father says today that time is not your enemy. You are not bound by time or controlled by time. I am He that inhabits eternity, and I have prepared a place here for you by me. You have time. Because I have time, you have time. When you place your trust in me, time is redeemed, and the narrative of my faithfulness is extended and established and will not be diminished. Refuse to count yourself out. Set aside the opinions of those who despise and make light of you. Your righteousness is of me and is not based on what men think or what they have planned. You are in the center of my will. My faithfulness will be seen in your land. My favor will be made manifest. This is a time of pure testimony, says the Father. I am showing up and showing out in your situation. The outcome is assured, beloved. Refuse to fear or fret about anything. I have not given you a spirit of fear or intimidation. Refuse to worry about anything. Set your expectations upon me and know that as you yield to me and live a surrendered life, that every strategy of hell against you will come to failure. You are not outside my favor. Your potential is not based upon natural qualification but upon the promise of my word. I have given you exceeding great and precious promises. Lay hold on them and refuse to be dissuaded, for you shall see my goodness in the land of the living and know my blessing in fullest measure. The Father says today that my kindness is your portion this day. The riches of my grace are being made manifest in kindness and mercy over your life. You cried out to me for clemency, and clemency was granted. The impeding destruction by the hand of the enemy was destroyed, and I have now set your feet upon the rock of my trustworthiness. No more fear. No more intimidation. No longer will I give in to the deceptions of my adversary. I am your defense and your strong tower. No man shall set upon you to hurt you or harm you in any way. My name is a tower of strength and protection made available to you, says the Father. Run into the high tower of my name. The destructions of the enemy and the strategy of hell against you is being overturned even now. This is my kindness to you and the demonstrations of my mercy. So mount up this day on the wings of my spirit and see the circumstance from my perspective. You are not weak, for I am your strength. You are not in jeopardy, for no man can pluck you from my hand. You will not be denied, because I live on the inside of you, and I will not be denied. Shall anything or anyone separate you from my favor and my loving kindness? I see the desire of your heart. I know the heart's cry that has come up continually before me. Do you trust me? Then let me take it from here. Listen to my voice and make the adjustments and changes that I am making clear to you now. Don't let yourself be sidetracked. Refuse to be intimidated. The gates and bars of impediment will hold you no longer, for my spirit is within you, and where my spirit is there is liberty.